Hey there, Fletcher from All Things Overlanding here, and today I'm going to be kind of walking you through this Gidrox AC unit. Now this thing is meant to be mounted in a standard 14 by 14 hole, so most RVs, trailers, campers, that kind of thing it will work for. I actually picked this up thinking that I could make it work for my canopy camper, but it's just too big and too heavy. But still, this may work if you have a trailer, some sort of like an overlanding trailer. I could see this working on if you have a bigger camper, like a drop-in style camper or something like that. Then this may be a great option to give you both AC and this actually has a heat pump built into it. So again, I'm just going to kind of walk you through the features. I'm going to show you everything that comes with it. So if you want to learn more about the Gidrox and what makes it special and a little unique over the other ones, stay tuned.
Understand where it came from, but you got it, my got it. It began in the land of the sandstorm. I fought it, though I wanted everything to do with what you give to me.
All right, guys, so as you can see, this is the main Gidrox unit. Of course, the sort of slanted side here is what's meant to go forward. That's going to help with, air going over it smoothly. Then it's got a ton of venting all the way around it that's obviously going to let the AC do its work. This large fan on the top to kind of pull air out. But the thing that's pretty neat about this is it does go through a standard 14-inch hole. So my camper actually does have the standard 14-inch hole and just a little fan on it right now. So again, originally my thought was, wow, this would be great to have a heat pump and AC basically built into the top of my camper. However, because of the size of this thing does weigh a little over 50 pounds and it's about 3 feet across by, I'll throw the dimensions up here on the screen so you can see it. It's just a little too big for a canopy camper, which is, again, what my original intention was. But if I had, let's say, an overlanding trailer and I really wanted it to be heated and cooled, this could work pretty well for that. So now with this, what I like is they give you this nice accessory box that has everything illustrated out here. It has the number of them that you're supposed to receive, and it's got sort of everything that you need. So of course you get a bracket that's going to actually adhere it to the top. You get a gasket that's going to seal it up. Then there's an indoor portion of this, which I'll show you here in a second, and then a decorative panel that sort of covers it up. You get a nice remote with it and some bolts, of course, all the hardware that you're going to need to install it, some zip ties, and then a zip tie mount, which you can use to hide your cords. Speaking of cords, you've got this nice big, probably like 6-gauge wire that's already pre-loomed and very, very long. So you could use this to, wire it. In my case, I've got a dual battery set up back here. If you had a camper with an auxiliary battery or something on it, you could just run it straight through there. I'll put the battery usage specs up here on the screen if you're wondering how much power this thing pulls. Obviously, being an AC/heat pump unit, it is going to pull some power. So you're going to want to make sure that you've got a way to replenish that power, whether it be solar or alternator power, DC-DC charging, something like that can replenish the power after you run it all night and then wake up the next day and maybe you're hitting the road. So let's open this thing up and take a look at the accessories that you get. So you get these nice foam blocks here to use to sort of support it and insulate it. This, of course, is your bracket for mounting. This is a heavy welded metal. You get a nice manual to go with it. Here is your remote, and it does include the batteries, which is pretty nice. So you could just put this somewhere, it's got a little mount, so you could put this inside of your camper or trailer and then have this thing sitting on the side, and when you need it, you can access it. Now this does have a built-in thermostat, so this interior unit here will actually read the temperature inside of your tent or camper, and then it will automatically adjust. So you can just set it to the temperature that you want it to be at and just let it run, so you don't have to mess with it constantly or turn it up and down all the time. Now this box has all of your hardware in it, so when you're getting ready to install it, it's nice that they kind of break everything up and give you that. But just to kind of show you here, this is what the interior panel looks like. So if you didn't want to use the remote, or if you didn't have the remote handy, you do have controls right here on the screen, and you'll be able to see your temperature, your settings, all that stuff, and be able to control power on and off. And do that through there. Then you've got these adjustable vents that are turnable and adjustable, so you could open more or less of these and essentially use that to control where the airflow is going to go. Then below that, this is your panel that's going to cover all this up and make it look nice inside of your camper. All right, so just to show you, this is the nice loomed line that they give you. So it's already got your 12-volt eye bolts on the end of each end. So you're basically going to hook up the underside of this to one end of these cords. But then the really nice thing about this is truly meant to be a 12-volt system. So as I mentioned in my case, if my camper was more of like a drop-in, a bigger style, and I'd say a full-size truck that could support more weight, then this thing would make a ton of sense for that. But then you can just hook it directly up to your 12 volt, or if you have like a power system like I've got, say the Red Arc type of thing, then you could put that as one of the heavier loads on that system and then run it that way and control it straight through your Red Arc if you wanted to. As I mentioned, it does have the controller built into the underside of this, so you could control it from inside. Then you've got the remote, but the third thing is they also have an app. So you could get an app and download it for this, and then you could be sitting by, say, your campfire, and say you want to turn on your AC because it's heating up a little bit and you're getting ready to move into your camper or your trailer. You could control this thing remotely via Bluetooth from the app. Now, as far as BTUs go, they've got a couple different models. They've got AC only, they've got a PTC heater, and then they've got a full-on heat pump that will do both AC and air conditioning. This one is the model that will do heat and air conditioning. You probably wouldn't be able to use this thing in like super negative temp weather unless your camper is pretty well insulated, but it would definitely extend your season and get you comfortably into fall without having to bring a bunch of things, without having to bring a diesel heater, without having to, you know, bring another sort of heat source. You could use this thing for both heat and cool, which is why I picked it up, because that's what I want. I want ease, and I want one unit that's going to do both, and this Gidrox will do that. But so again, if you've got a $30,000 camper, let's say, and you've already got a dual battery set up and you're charging things or running fridges and stuff, then adding something like this for that kind of money is actually pretty nice, to be able to just not have to worry about all the stuff that comes with, say, a diesel heater or separate heat sources. Just having integrated built-in heat and cool is really nice, and makes this Gidrox a pretty nice little pickup if it'll fit on your application. Now, as far as noise goes, because of course if you've got this fan / AC running, you don't want it to be super loud. This thing only does about 40 decibels, so it is extremely quiet when it's running, which is going to be really nice when you are in a sort of enclosed space like a camper and you want some cool air or some hot air. All right, guys, so that will do it for the Gidrox. I'll put a link in the description down below if you want to pick one up for yourself. So definitely check that out if you want more information, or if you want to kind of see what the price is today. Like I said, that kind of fluctuates a little bit, so check back frequently for the best price. Of course, as always, there will be links in the description below to all my social channels, so wherever you want to come follow along, I'd love to have you. Also below this video is a join button, which is just sort of a passive way to support the channel and get you early access to the videos that I do. I do a podcast every couple of weeks and tons of DIY stuff and gear type videos. So if that sounds good, consider joining on YouTube. But if you want to be more involved with all things overlanding, there's also a link to my Patreon page, and the Patreon is awesome. We've got a 24/7 Discord where we all kind of chat and share memes and joke around. There's a biscuits and gravy versus breakfast skillet freeze-dried meal conversation that's always happening, or manuals versus automatics. So if that sounds fun, definitely check out the Patreon. There's also a link to my website below where I've got funny overlanding camping themed patches and stickers, things like "Don't burn your wiener and it's a hot dog," or "I hate people so I camp." So if you're into that kind of stuff, dad joke type patches and stickers related to overlanding and camping, or ATO merch, definitely check that out. And then last but not least, there's a link to the Newbie Overlanders Facebook group. This group's totally free to join, full of awesome members. If you've got questions about overlanding, camping, getting off grid, dispersed camping, that would be a good place for you. And different from the big groups, we don't allow bullying or a bunch of self-promotion, so it's just a better experience, and we'd love to have you over there. But again, thanks for watching. Click through that link below to pick up a Gidrox for yourself if it makes sense, and we'll see you next time.